Okay, let's begin. Good day to all everyone. I wish everyone are in a peace of mind. Okay, let's proceed quickly. This is about planning and control management part 3 on how to establish or develop detailed baseline program. Our previous episode was part 3, session 2, regarding the linking and organizing activities for detailed baseline program. And our current episode is part 3, session 3. We will be discussing resource and cost loading detailed baseline program per segment. I prepared this in segment because I'm not really sure if we can finish this topic at one time. So if we can do it at one time, so it's good for us. Okay, in our last topic, we finished adding and linking detailed activities for detailed baseline program. But didn't you notice that when we were reviewing our schedule report log, there was no schedule log being displayed on screen while discussing with it? So let's get back to it quickly so that it will be clear for you. Okay. Okay, here we go. And then we will go to schedule logs. So we will click this one. And then let's refresh first. So we will run the schedule here. Okay. And then let's go back, get back again, and then view the log. Okay. Okay, here is the log. So here we can see the schedule report. We have here the setup that we did. The number of pass to calculate is 5, but actually the total number of pass here is only 3. So we will check our schedule if it is really true that it is 3 plus path. Okay. So project 1, 27 activities. Activity with constraint is project handover. We have one predecessor without activity without predecessor. This is acceptable, contract award. And we have 2 activities without predecessor, without successor, I mean. This is acceptable. And finish milestone and predecessor of different calendars. This is okay. And we have 27 activities scheduled activities. And we have here the start, the data date, and the start of our activity are the same. Start of our, yes, our project is the same. So here is the critical, now here the number of close path. Okay, we will check our schedule if it is really 3. So by using the float path, okay, let's go to main Primavera soft. Okay. Okay, for us to be able to quickly check the plot path, so we have to organize it by plot path. So we will go here. Group and sort. Why this? What happened? Why it is hanging? Okay. Let's be sure that this is really working. So to quickly count the plot path, so we have to go here. customize, and then we will organize it by plot path. So we will change this into plot path. So F, and then plot path, and then apply. So you can see here the number of plot paths. So plot path number 1, plot path number 2, and plot path number 3. So it is good for 3 plot path. We have 3 plot path. We have here 1, which is this one. This is the path of the activities here. The plot path 1 going here, and then the plot path 2 is from here. Actually, it will start from here, and then going here, then go back to the completion. And then the third plot path is this one, which is not a critical one because we didn't put the constraint in here so that it will not be so exaggerated. Okay, so that's correct. So that means our plot path in the report log, schedule report log is correct. So let's get back to okay, here we go. Now, here are the critical activities. So that means the red color bar in our activity window that we have that is shown, that was shown is these are the items, the red bar activities. Okay, so here, so this is all of these are fine. So this one, the plot path, the project management, it should not be in the plot path because it is a level of effort activities. So it should not and must not be critical. I mean, considered in the plot path. Okay. So we're done here. Okay, now we are ready to proceed into our topic for today, the resource and cost loading, detailed activities per segment. Okay, let's have a quick talk on the main topic today before we proceed. Since standard program activities were broken or split down into details to develop a detailed baseline program, of course, the associated resource and or expense assignments will also be affected. So in this case, we are obliged to update resource and or expense loading accordingly. Our purpose here is to match the total cost of resource and expense assignment of tender program against the detailed baseline program. Okay, so assuming we have prepared our updated resource and expense units broken for our detailed baseline program as shown. Okay, let's go there. So okay, let's assume these are the we prepared these detailed activities in advance to be loaded in our to be used in the our resource loading. So detailed baseline program resource assignment and expenses. So here on the left half of the window is the tender program. Here we can see the loading that we did before in our tender program. And here on the right side of the window is the detailed baseline program where we have to split down or break down into a smaller detail activities from the tender program. Okay, let's start from, okay, here are the items that we need. I mean the data that we need. So, okay, let's start from the milestone. So there is no milestone here in the tender program. And while in the detailed baseline program, we have 5 milestones here. But it didn't requires, it is not requiring duration. because it is a milestone activity. Okay, we'll start from preliminaries. So under preliminaries, we have our activity here, only one activity, which is the mobilization. But when you look at our detailed baseline program, it is split down into two activities, okay? So the laborer here, the resources here under the tender program is 5 units per day, 5 units per day and 45 duration. But here in the detailed baseline program, it is split into two items, one for the temporary facilities and one for the site construction mobilization. And the duration are split also into 15 to 30. So if you add it, it will give you 45. Okay. Okay, let's move. Medium-sized truck, the same thing. We have two items here in the detail. And truck driver, that is one we prepared before and 45 at 45 duration. But here we have to split it into two items also here in the detailed baseline program. And fuel, it was 600 that we assigned for the 600 units or liters for 45 days. But here in our detailed baseline, we assign 200 and 400. So 200 plus 400 will give you 600 also. Okay. And the duration is also split it down into three. We will see later if once it should match the whatever is there is duration here or the number of units here. The most important thing is that, let's say, for example, the under the mobilization, we split down into two items. But once we calculated all the total cost in here, it must match with the total cost of the mobilization here on the tender. Because whatever is within the contract, it should be the one that should be used until the completion of the project, unless there is a variation on coming in during the execution of the project. So the cost will change for whatever variation type that will be. Okay. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, we have to go to the next page. Okay, we have the temporary facilities. So it is split down into two activities, and then the resources here is also broken down into two, as shown here. Skilled is 5 and 30, and we have the skilled 5 and 5 also for 15 duration. Temporary materials, we have here 500,000 is our lump sum cost. This is under the expense category. So it is split down also into two items. One is 300,000 cost and then 200 for the other. Okay, let's move to the next. Okay, under construction, we have here the site clearing and earthworks. So it is split down to 4 activities. And the resources, the same will be split down also. We have the dump truck here, 1 for 90 days, but it is broken down into 3. Okay, and then the excavator is broken down into 3 also. And then the grader is okay, broken down into 2 items. And then 4 is the ruler. It is only 1 item because ruler is only needed during the compaction period of the site clearing and earthworks. Okay, so heavy equipment operator. So of course, if there is an equipment, there should an operator. Okay, next, laborer. Okay, I think all of them will be needing the laborer. And then we have the skilled worker. Okay, we have also every activity will be needing a laborer in the detailed. Okay, let's move forward. Now there's another page. Okay, here the site drainage network. Okay, we have two activities. And the heavy equipment operator, we have one items only. And we have here the trencher is one items also. And the laborer, okay, we need the laborer for the two items. And then the skilled, we also need it for the two items. And next is the site concrete road network. Okay, it is here in the detail. We have two activities broken down from the tender program, which is, and we have here our laborer, one, but two here in the detail. Skilled, one here in the tender, but two here in the detail. So it will be okay. Next, we still have another page. Okay, we have here the site perimeter wall. So site perimeter wall is composed of 4 activities broken down from tender. So the laborer here is one item only, but when it comes to the detailed baseline program, it becomes 4. So we are needing laborer for 4 activities and also the skilled. So I think it is the same number of requirements. Okay, next is the guardhouse and gates. So in guardhouse and gates, we have 2 items. We broke it down into guardhouse construction and the gates construction for installation. And here the labor is required for both of them. And also the skill is required also for both of them also. And then next is the site clearing and pull out. I think we didn't split the activities here. So that means the activities from the tender program going to the detailed baseline program are all the same, okay? The same as in demobilization. We didn't break down the activity into, smaller details. Okay, next. I wait for a minute. We are not yet finished, I think. Okay. So um, yeah, we're done already. So I think this is enough because we will continue. It will take a longer time, so we will do it by the next episode. Okay, so our next episode will be part 3, session 4. Of course, how to establish detailed baseline program on how to resource and cost load detailed baseline program. And this is the second segment. Okay, see you in the next episode and thank you. Please click like and subscribe and share. Okay, end of our session. God bless and goodbye.